почитувана амбасадорка на Соединените американски држави Кейт Бернс, почитуван директор на Царинската управа Ѓоко Танасовски, почитуван директор на USAID, драги членови на Асоциацијата за е-трговија, представници на медиумите, почитувани е-трговци и е-купувачи, ми представува искрено задоволство што сум назад на чело на Асоциацијата за е-трговија, со истата пасија и посветеност за трукање кон промени за забрзан раст на е-трговијата во земјава. И секако ми представува чест да ја отворам оваа трета годишна конференција за е-трговија, а секако во прво онлайн издание, но воедно и во прво дводневно издание. Ова е, како што споменав и говоравме со Гораст, историско, исклучително време за е-трговија, а исклучителните времења бараат исклучителна трансформација. Верувам искрено дека нема да има друга ваква можност и шанса, како што имаме оваа денес, за технологиите, за е-трговијата, за дигитализацијата. А сепак, жално е што се ова се случува поради глобална светска пандемија, која однесе над 1 милион животи, остави милиони луѓе без работа и силно ја погоди светската економија. Но, како што рекол Винстон Черчил, never let a crisis go to waste, или ако сега Горас ме преведува, сигурно ќе каже немој да оставиш кризата да отиде јавано. Затоа, овие 2 дена, точно ќе зборуваме за повеќе аспекти, но најмногу за искористувањето на можностите, за ефектите и предизвиците во е-трговијата, предизвикани од COVID. Асоциацијата за е-трговија ја формиравме пред 3 години со цел да ја креираме иднината за е-трговијата во нашата земја и да го отклучиме незиниот потенцијал, а придонесот на асоциацијата, сработеното и незината улога денес уште повеќе доаѓа до израз во вакво време. Ќе продолжиме и понатаму заедно со сите вас, посветено да работиме, да ја ставиме трансформацијата кон дигитално и смарт општество во пета брзина, затоа што тоа значи општество кое возможува поголема еднаквост, повеќе можности, поголема правичност и секако побрз и позелен развој на нашата земја. Пред да го предадам зборот на амбасадорката, сакам да се заблагодарам неа и на USAID, кои ни ја дадаа поддршката за креирање на платформата е-трговија за сите, или така наречена e-commerceforall.mk, која воедно произлезе точно од анализата во 2018 година како препорака што е оно што ни треба за развој на е-трговијата. Благодарение на таа поддршка, денес преку платформата на која веќе се регистрирани 400 корисници, сите постојни идни е-трговци може да ги најдат сите информации за почнување и водење на е-трговија. И на крај, голема благодарност до Mastercard, генералниот партнер на оваа конференција, A1 дигиталниот партнер, Касис како златен спонзор и голема благодарност до сите други спонзори и партнери. Уште сакам да се заблагодарам и на UNCTAD како партнер, кој е домакин на панел сесијата E-Trade for Women, со цел препознавање на моќната синергија помеѓу е-трговијата и жените на оваа конференција. Dear Ambassador Kate, Ambassador to the United States, Kate Burns, dear Director Eric Janowski to the USAID, dear Director of the Customs Administration, Ѓоко Tanasovski, dear members of the association, dear e-sellers, dear e-shoppers, dear media representatives, it is my great pleasure to come back to heading the Macedonian E-Commerce Association and push for changes with the same passion and commitment towards speeding up the development of e-commerce in our country. And it is my honor to wish you a warm welcome to the 3rd annual e-commerce conference and the first online COVID edition. We are in front of an extraordinary moment for e-commerce, and extraordinary times call for extraordinary transformation. I believe there will be no other opportunity like this one we have today for technologies, digitalization, and e-commerce. However, still, it's devastating and sad that these opportunities are due to a world pandemic that took more than 1 million lives, left millions of people jobless, and severely wounded the global economy. But as Winston Churchill said, never let a crisis go to waste. So today and tomorrow, these 2 days, we will talk about many e-commerce aspects, but in particular about these opportunities and about unlocking the potential and the opportunities, the impact and the effects of COVID on e-commerce. We created the Macedonian E-Commerce Association 3 years ago, aiming to create a better future for e-commerce and unlock its potential for our economy. And the role, the impact, and the contribution of the association comes to the fore even more during times like this. North Macedonia really holds a great potential for e-commerce development, and we need to unlock it sooner rather than later. That's why we will continue together with all of you, our members, our stakeholders, to work hard to push the digitalization of our society in fifth gear, because a digital and a smart society means fair and just society, more equal society that enables faster, greener, and more sustainable growth. Before I hand over this e-floor to Her Excellency Ambassador Burns, I want to take this opportunity to thank her and the USAID for supporting our project E-Commerce for All, which was actually one of the key recommendations in the E-Commerce Analysis Report 2018. Thanks to them, we have launched the platform ecommerceforall.mk that represents a one-stop place where all current and upcoming e-commerce players can find information regarding launching and conducting e-commerce business. It already serves more than 400 registered users. And at the end, I would like to thank MasterCard, the general partner of this conference, A1, the digital partner, and Cassis as gold sponsor, and all other sponsors who supported this conference. I also want to thank the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development for co-hosting the panel session on women in e-trade to recognize the potential of the synergy of women and e-commerce at this conference. Thank you all for being here today with us. I hope you will enjoy this virtual experience and all the content that we have prepared. Ambassador, it is my honor to hand over this e-floor to you.
Thank you so much, Nina. It's great to see you again. And good morning, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here among so many e-commerce enthusiasts from North Macedonia and from across the region. I want to thank the Macedonian E-Commerce Association for making this event possible. While you are a relatively young organization, you have managed to organize one of the biggest e-commerce events in the country for the third consecutive year, and I offer you my sincere congratulations on that achievement. It is not a surprise that this year's overarching theme is COVID-19. Though the prevailing pandemic triggered devastating economic effects for many around the world, e-commerce quickly emerged as a key pillar in the global fight against COVID-19. And in unprecedented times like these, when businesses are struggling to stay up and running, a quick pivot to e-commerce has enabled many companies to generate revenue, protect jobs, and thrive. That is why we are proud of helping numerous companies using e-commerce to keep and to grow their businesses. Through the USAID Business Ecosystem Project, in partnership with the Macedonian E-Commerce Association, we have assisted 40 local companies in opening new online sales channels and shops. The entrepreneurs on this list have a wide array of backgrounds and stories that have led to their success. Family-run companies can now use the internet to sell their organically grown fruits and vegetables, deliver flowers to anyone on a special day, and even distribute their honey across the land. Furniture, wallpaper, clothes, books, comics, paintings, handcrafts, essential oils. This is just a fraction of all of the available products we can now buy safely online from local businesses. And this has had a tangible impact on the economy and is helping create new opportunities, particularly for young people who have been migrating in worrying numbers in recent years. As you demonstrate, this country has enormous tech potential and talented and very tech-savvy youth. Harnessing these attributes can help lift North Macedonia up and even make it a regional leader in the e-commerce space. As one measure of the growth of the industry here, the National Bank reported an annual increase of almost 170% in credit card use for online payments in the second quarter of the year, which is 5 times higher than the same quarter last year. This is because of new online sales or e-shops. Imagine what e-commerce can do for this country's economy in the long run. These excellent results encourage us to continue our partnerships with the private sector and civil society. But to get to this point, these companies needed education and support to register their e-shops. So our project developed the first free educational online platform on e-commerce, and it continues to organize educational events for entrepreneurs and companies which are in the process of digitizing their businesses. The COVID-19 pandemic presents a huge challenge, but it also provides an opportunity to improve resilience in crises and to find innovative ways to survive in this situation and even increase sales online. The ability to adapt, solve problems, and acquire new skills is what sets successful entrepreneurs apart and drives success. Undoubtedly, the pandemic has transformed the global economy and expedited changes that were already set in motion by market forces. Even the famous Levi Strauss had to squeeze a couple of years of change into just a few months, as CFO Harmeet Singh stated in an interview in the Wall Street Journal. To further grow its sales, Levi Strauss started shipping directly from the store to the customer's home, avoiding distribution centers, and implemented contactless payments and same-day delivery in the US through Uber. Restrictions on the movement of people and business operations changed the way customers consume and pay for goods and services. E-commerce is growing at an unparalleled pace and has the potential to democratize access to markets and global trade more than ever. And since e-commerce itself is important for North Macedonia's recovery from the pandemic, building a favorable environment for the e-commerce industry is crucial for the long-term sustainable economic growth of the country. In a recent interview, the National Bank Vice Governor discussed the benefits of the proposed payment services law they are working on together with the Ministry of Finance. The changes they seek will liberalize the payment services market and encourage digital transformation of payment channels. That is the kind of support that all businesses need. So on behalf of the government of the United States, I want you to know that America is your partner in this journey. We will continue to co-invest and to partner with the government, the private sector, and civil society to promote greater engagement of micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises in e-commerce, building a more resilient and self-reliant economy. Thank you, and I wish you a very productive conference over the next 2 days.